Clearly I have a death wish! What's up, I'm Pete Last Guy, and this is Raw Emotion, where I take a look at this week's Monday Night Raw and tell you a little bit about what I think, and a lot about how I feel. Let's just jump right into it, shall we? First of all, I really want to be on the list of Jericho, you know? Very badly I would like to be on the list of Jericho, but I'm never going to say anything bad about that guy. That's the problem. I'm not going to get on the list. He's too good for me to say anything mean enough to get me on the list. I love Chris Jericho. I love Kevin Owens. I've said that plenty of times. They keep doing such great things, and I really am worried about how soon they're going to implode. I just don't want to see it end, you know? But all good things, I guess. All good things. Not a whole lot to say about that opening segment and opening match. It was all just, it's some of the top talent on Raw. They get out there, you know they're going to do good things. I don't need to talk about it very much. Y2J, Kevin Owens, Seth Rollins, all playing off of each other like the pros that they are. I'm loving it, I'm loving it. They can do no wrong currently. But let's switch gears to somebody who can really just do no right, it seems. Titus O'Neil is back, this time with the Shining Stars, teaming with them against the Golden Truth, featuring Mark Henry for really no reason whatsoever. Okay? I get that they're going for like goofy comedy heel with Titus, and there's guys that can pull that off. He's not one of them. It doesn't work for him. They need to switch gears on this guy. Get him off TV for a while, bring him back with something better, something. Putting that aside though and talking about the match itself, you know, sometimes it's easy to forget that R-Truth and Goldust are they're fantastic in the ring. Like, watching them work, watching them wrestle in there, I mean, put all the goofy nonsense aside, these guys are real good. Honestly, I like watching them. I really do. Golden Truth, I'm on board. I've been up on them. I've been down. I'm on an up right now. I'm digging this. I love watching them. Everything they do. Oh yeah. I hate that I love it. Raw continues to put Sheamus and Cesaro into matches every single week, which again, I get that you're building a feud. I see that you're building up to the match against the New Day for a title match, for that title shot that they got. I get that. But you don't need to have them on TV every week. Honestly, and I know they're going to be on Raw next week. Of course, it's going to be both of them versus the New Day. Not just the one-on-one matches like they've been doing these last few weeks. And I get that they're going to be on TV, but they shouldn't. What they should have done for next week's Raw, since it's the go-home Raw before Hell in a Cell, is they honestly should have just done like a Michael Cole interview segment, you know, backstage with both of those guys. That would be great to watch them play off of each other in that particular context, and maybe start to see them come together a little bit in the lead-up. But instead, we're going to get a match. They're going to be goofy, they're going to be ridiculous, they're probably going to win because they lost this match today, and then the rubber match happens at Hell in a Cell. You know, when it's this predictable, it's not as fun, guys. I mean, they're still good to watch. They're still fun. It's still the New Day versus Cesaro and Sheamus, but it's not as fun. Come on. And speaking of the New Day, on day 420 of their title reign, they're in Colorado. That's funny right there. That's funny. It's a little funny, okay? And what's more funny, though, is when Woods later on said that for 420 days, we have legally been your... I'm not going to do the dance. We don't have time for that. And then, I don't know if it was Kofi or Big E right after that. It's like, I'm hungry. I see you. I see you, New Day. One quick thing I have to talk about. This made me kind of double take, triple take a little bit. Michael Cole said Hollywood Hogan on air. And then they showed a clip with Hogan in it. On air. This is new. I thought he didn't exist anymore. I thought he'd been scrubbed from the history of the WWE. I guess not. I guess time heals all wounds, even the deeply, deeply racist kind of wounds. But that's not the point. Moving on, another Bo Dallas match. He gets a jobber entrance for some reason, even though he goes on to win the match against Neville, the match that Curtis Axel got for him. Curtis Axel, by the way, who got brutalized, it's not happening, is it? Brutalized by Bo after the match for no readily apparent reason, except for that Bo is a crazy person now who speaks in rhyme all the time. But honestly, like I said, I still like this build they're doing with him. I like new Bo. What I really want to see, since he's got all these squash matches, and he's being billed as this monster now, I want to see him be that opponent that Braun Strowman finally ends up going up against in like a big match. I get that Braun Strowman is going up against Sami Zayn next, but I want to see Bo versus Braun pretty badly right now. Anyone on board with that? Anybody else? Is it just me? I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but I want to see it. I want to see it. Speaking of Braun Strowman, I'm still loving seeing him throw jobbers around. I really am. Watching him do that is just, wow, it's impressive. You're just struck with how incredibly strong this dude truly is. It's insane. One thing I have to mention, though, is I have to take Byron Saxton to task for at one point in this match calling Braun Strowman the Abominable Strowman. Come on, Byron. I want to say you're better than that, but you're not, are you? Actually, he is, because he made up for that later in the match by, I think it was Michael Cole or somebody called the dude with the jobber with the big fro, he called him Colin Kaepernick, and Byron Saxton responds with, oh, see, I thought that was No Way Jose's less threatening cousin, perhaps not Jorge. I like that one, okay? Sue me. I liked it. You made up for the Abominable Strowman crack from earlier. Just don't do it again, Byron. And yeah, Sammy, why you just keep coming out for these matches against dudes who keep squashing dudes? Yeah, I did it last week with Neville. Yeah, with you and Neville against Bo Dallas and Curtis Axel. And then you came out this week to challenge Braun Strowman. So, cool, he's getting a real opponent. Not quite so cool, I'm afraid he might bury Sammy. Let's hope not. Dana Brooke and Bayley had a match, and at first I was really against this feud, but honestly, I think I'm on board with it now. Let me explain why. See, I would prefer to enjoy seeing a wrestler on my screen, and up until now I didn't enjoy seeing Dana Brooke come out on screen. Mostly because she was just billed as Charlotte's lackey, as her hench person. And now you've got her out here feuding with Bayley, doing her own thing, and that is how you get me to like seeing a wrestler, is to give them a story, give them a character that they can build on their own, so they're not like, you know, hitched to a different character, to a different wrestler. Let them become their own person. I'm excited to see that happen. I'm still not 100% on board, but I'm hopeful. Maybe I'll start enjoying Dana Brooke matches. This one was pretty good. Let's talk about that Rusev segment. Hey, Denver, don't boo a guy's mom. Come on! I get that he's supposed to be the heel here, you know, 'cause he's foreign, but you don't boo a guy's mom! Man, you booed his whole family. Come on, this is not cool. Again, Roman Reigns comes out later and says, your family, I'm gonna beat you. He's still the bad guy here. Come on, guys. You're really trying to get us to be on board with Roman as a babyface, and if that's what you want, you have to end this feud at Hell in a Cell. That has to be the last time for a while that these guys see each other. That has to be the last piece of this feud, because he is clearly the bad guy in this situation. And if you want us to take him seriously as a babyface, you gotta get him out of this. Put him in a different storyline and do it quick. Cruiserweight corner. I'm gonna keep saying it. It's a thing now. Nothing you can do about it. Aha. The Cruiserweights had one match and one backstage segment today. Usually I would say that's not enough Cruiserweights, but they had 6 dudes. It was a 6-man tag match, and the backstage segment was actually pretty good. TJP is getting a little bit more tolerable to listen to when he talks. They formed 2 little, you know, good guy, bad guy factions, and they had their match. It's a fantastic match. I love watching this. It's exactly the dream of spot-loving smarks like me. I continue to be optimistic about the Cruiserweight division, and I continue to be impressed with the way they're growing it and molding it. Keep it up. That's all I gotta say. Speaking of tag teams, there's another tag team match between Big Cass and Enzo Amore and the Club, or Anderson and Gallows, or however whatever we're calling them now. And again, I'm gonna say this again, and I'm gonna say it again after that, and I'm gonna keep saying it until you get the hint, WWE. If you want us to take Anderson and Gallows seriously as these beasts, these monsters who come through and just eliminate their competition, they need to win matches. Or at least if they lose, it can't be in a glorified squash match like this was. What even was that? You want us to take these guys seriously, and then you have Big Cass just decimate Luke Gallows in, I don't know, under 5 minutes? It was a short match. And finally, gotta talk about Goldberg. He shows up, he makes his entrance, he says his piece, obviously he accepts the challenge, we all knew that was going to happen, duh. Here's what I want to talk about though. Myself and many other wrestling fans are having a hard time getting excited for the Goldberg versus Brock Lesnar match whenever it happens. I mean, I got chills at that entrance just as much as any red-blooded wrestling fan did, but it's hard to get excited for this, and it is for a few reasons. You know, obviously, hey, well, maybe you should be putting over young talent and focusing on that instead. This is a new era. Why are we going back and focusing on such old stuff? Speaking of old, Goldberg, man, he's getting up there in age, and is this gonna be that great of a match? You know, is he ready? Is he gonna be able to get physically ready to make this a good match to watch? I don't know. We don't know. How are we gonna get excited for that? And lastly, it's very difficult to get excited when we've seen this match before, and the last time we saw it didn't go so well. You know? But even considering all that, here is my stance on this. I'm going to do my best to get excited so that I can enjoy this match for what it is. And that is a nostalgia trip. It's an indulgent nostalgia trip. The purpose behind this match, obviously, just from a marketing standpoint, is to get the word out there to those old wrestling fans, you know, the ones who were casual fans back when Goldberg was around, who remember Goldberg and think, oh, maybe I should watch the event that he's at. They get those fans in there for that match, and then you show them what you're doing with this new era, and then maybe some of them say, hey, I like that, and they stay. They get a subscription to the WWE Network. And that's smart from a marketing perspective, so I can appreciate that, but I can also appreciate the indulgent nostalgia aspect of it. It's a fun reach back into the past for just a one-off thing, and I'm gonna enjoy it for what it is. It turns out to be a great match? Awesome. Then we got a great match between two wrestling titans. Cool. If it's a bad match, I'm gonna make fun of it. I'll just make fun of it the whole time, and I'll enjoy it that way. That's fun for me. The bottom line on Brock Lesnar versus Bill Goldberg, I'm in. I'm not all in, but I'm in. That's all I got for you this week on Raw Emotion. What did you think of this week's Monday Night Raw? Tell me down in the comments. Also, are you excited for Goldberg versus Lesnar? Or can you just not get your excitement up for that? Let me know in the comments as well. Don't forget to drop a like right there. Don't forget to click that subscribe button for more wrestling content weekly from Brother Mania Brother. That is it for Raw Emotion, though, this week. I'll see you next time, but for now, this match is over, so we're out of here in 1, 2, 3. What's up? I'm Pete Last Guy, and this is Raw Emotion. When I take a look at the door's still open, I'm gonna close that. I like that one, okay? Sue me, I like that one. You made up for the other one, the abominable Dana Brooke and Bailey. Dana Brooke and Bailey. Shuffle my notes, shuffle my notes. I'm shuffling my notes. Stopping the video. Stopping the video.